Hi there, and welcome to an episode of Jabba in the Hut. Um, this will be a quick one because, and it will probably be the only one I'll probably do for the next 2 weeks because I'm away on holiday. I'm away on holiday for 2 weeks. I'm not saying where I'm going. Only people close to me know where I'm going. And let me just say something. It's going to be brilliant. It's going to be fantastic. And I really, really can't wait. That's me officially on holiday. I done a half shift today, and that is me. I am now relaxing and chilling in Jabba, in the hut, talking to Jabba, doing the Jabba, talking about something means everything, doing something means everything, and having a wee whiskey as well and celebrating my 40th that one of my good friends got for me 2 weeks ago. Let's get down to business here. We're talking about Motherwell. We're talking about the Motherwell game, and Motherwell's coming up. It's tomorrow. It's 12:30. The only issue I've really got is it's not on TV, so I really can't try and watch it anywhere. So I'm going to keep my eyes peeled to Google and see what the result is, and I might cheekily watch it, somewhere. But I'm not saying anything about that because it might get me in trouble. Might try and watch it, might get into it. I've got a lot to do tomorrow, so don't know if I'll be able to get the game on. But I'll try my best, and I'll try and watch the Celtic play at Fir Park. I think it's going to be another hard game for Celtic. I think they just need to tick the games off. I thought it was going to be a hard game against Livingston, but we ended up coming away with an easy victory, even though we were down to 10 men. Like I said before, I hate playing in the plastic pitches, but we seem to have dragged out a performance out of that game, and you can only really say good things about it, especially Maeda's goal. What a finish! Mattarelli seems to be scoring as well, and it's just an all round great game. Sorry for burping. I had a huge Domino's Meteor pizza today. Well, not huge, it was a medium size, but I also had wedges with it as well because that's me. I'm off the diet. Where I'm going, you're meant to eat loads. So that's also what I'm going to do as well. So I'm going to eat, I'm going to drink, and I'm also going to have fun with my family as well. So straying through the point here. Motherwell, I think it's going to be another hard game. I think we just need to tick these games off, to be honest. But it seems to be, things seem to be clicking into place for Celtic, and that's the great thing about it because, us as Celtic fans, we like it when things click into place. But we seem to have started not too bad, obviously, this season. I mean, okay, we got the result out of the League Cup and we lost against Feyenoord and we drew against St Johnstone. But at the end of the day, it takes time to click into these things, especially with players trying to get used to the way Brendan Rodgers wants to play again. The only real person that's probably got that experience in that group is probably Callum McGregor. And that's it. So you're asking for every player to kind of, whether it's the same system or not, you're asking different players that haven't really been coached by Brendan Rodgers to fit into his system. But I think it's starting to come into effect. Players are starting to come back. You've got Telio training, so we might actually get a look at him. Yang looks like he just needs a bit of coaching, to be honest, but I think he's going to be an exciting player. Obviously people talk about Kwon. Where is he? He's in the Celtic B team. I think he's maybe a wee bit raw, and we think he maybe needs a wee bit of touch up. But that will happen, and that experience will come to them, and that's the great thing about Celtic. If you're at Celtic Football Club, you will be a good player, as long as you listen to the coaching, and that's basically it. So coming on to this, coming on to the Motherwell game, I think Kelwell's a good manager. I think he's got Motherwell playing quite well. I think I think against any team, I think you can't really rule Motherwell out. Celtic Motherwell games, are always quite a testy affair. But I think to be honest, I think we'll come away with a win. I'll say again, 2-1. That'll do us. 2-1 will do us. I think Motherwell will definitely score against us. But I think because of the game and the half-12 kick-off and I think it'll be a full pitch there. So I think that the fact that it's not on TV might make more Celtic fans go to Fir Park and watch the game. So we can't really argue about that. For me, I can't really afford it, and it's murder to get a ticket. So yeah, I'm just going to try and watch Google. So yeah, I'm not going to say a starting prediction because at the end of the day it might turn out wrong. We might get different players playing, getting them match fit and stuff like that. The only thing I think will change is maybe we'll need to play Nat Phillips, because we need to see how he's going to do. We can't rush back Carter Vickers, even though he's been spotted in training. I wouldn't feel comfortable rushing back Carter Vickers just in case he gets injured again, and we kind of need him for those Champions League games if we're going to compete, I think. But yeah, like I said, Motherwell are a great team. I think they're strong, and I think Kettlewell's got them playing quite well. So that's respect to all my Motherwell fans out there as well. That like the Motherwell. Respect to you. It's always a you can't really tell with that game, and the pitch is always immaculate as well. You have to give credit to them. And I was going to say something else. I can't remember now. What the hell is it? What was it? It was about Motherwell, wasn't it? Ugh. It'll come to me. It'll come to near the end. So yeah, that brings me on to Lazio, which I will be away watching. I think that obviously Champions League games are unpredictable. But I think I'm going to predict a draw for that one. Our defence, pardon me for sneezing, our defence is lacking in the Champions League now. Our defence is okay in the domestic league, but when it comes to Champions League, with Lagerbielke being sent off and also Tyle go home, it gives us a bit of a dilemma. So we're going to have to look to some kind of reserves. I've heard we're going to maybe play Iwata at centre back, which I totally disagree with. If anything, for me, I think it should be a back three. Even though it might end up a trouncing off of Lazio, but we don't know that. We don't know what kind of Lazio team's going to come to Celtic Park on the day. So yeah, I would predict that to be a hard game as well. A draw is probably the best result I can see out of that one, to be honest. So yeah, we'll just need to see who the starting lineup will be, because the reason why I'm saying we probably need to play Nat Phillips as well, and I probably stole this off of one of my friends in work, but the reason why is I would start Nat Phillips is you need to get him used to playing. You need to get him used to being in that defence with Scales. Who Scales is fantastic. He's a soldier for that back line, and he's proved that in games. So I think it's going to be hard to, at least we know whenever we're struggling we could just bring on Scales when Carter Vickers and obviously Naroski's back, because I would still play Naroski because you paid that much money for him, you need to play him, and he's probably more steady in the ball and would need games. But yeah, that's my predictions for both games really. Like I said, I'll not be on this for the next couple of weeks, and when I come back I might forget to come on, to be honest, because I've got a brain like a liquid jobby. But yeah, look, listen guys, all these games are coming and it's great to watch the football, and it's fantastic to watch the football. That was it. Motherwell gave Rangers a game, and if Motherwell were through on goal and never got told to come back, Motherwell would have scored. At least I think so. You hope so as a Celtic fan. But at the end of the day, it didn't happen. The referee gave the decision. And that's it. We roll on. That's what happens with referees in this Scottish division. But you know, what can you do? So yeah, don't miss me too much, guys. I'll be back. I might be a wee bit fatter than usual. I know I've lost all that weight and I'm going to go away and put it back on. But at the end of the day, it's about happiness in it, and that's what it's all about. I've reached my target, so that's it really. So I want to say thanks for some of the people that have viewed my videos, and you know, I just want to say that, you know, if you're watching the games, just enjoy them, you know. And if we lose, then obviously have a greet, because, you know, I agree at the end of games, and it's fine, it's okay. It's, you know, I agree when we lost to 10 in a row, to be honest. I really wanted 10 in a row. But, you know, things happen for a reason. And if we won 10 in a row, like my friend says in work, we would have still kept Neil Lennon. So, you know, things were better with Neil Lennon out the door. Unfortunately, me saying that, I've chose to let Neil Lennon be okay now. He's okay in my book, you know. But yeah, I'm glad we had the managers that we have. We were lucky. We were lucky to have the presence of Ange Postecoglou. I mean, look at Ange now. He's doing brilliant with Tottenham. You know, drew with Arsenal at the weekend there. It just shows you that the Premier League thinks it's too good to be true. Wise up. Man's 57-year-old, nearly 58, you know. He's got more experience than any one of the managers in that league. He knows how to put a team together. And that's exactly what he does. Alright, he might not be there for long, but at the end of the day, at least he'll get them on the right track. But no, yeah, and now we've got Brendan Rodgers back. Who would have funked that? Who would have funked it? Spoiled. We're spoiled. Anyway, right guys, have a good time and have a great weekend, and I'll see you in 2 weeks' time. Remember, doing something means everything. Doing something means everything. See you later. Bye.